Find yourself before finding your passion and purpose. So what is this self I am talking about? This self is power. It is the power to do, be and have whatever it is that you want to do, be and have. And here your mind goes, अबे मैगी तो बनती नहीं तुमसे ढंग की. Power to do, be and have. This 30-minute session is to help you divest from this delusion that berates you, belittles you, humiliates you, and you call it your mind. It is not you. As we will proceed, your mind will come up with these ideas कि तुमसे मैगी नहीं बनती, ड्राइवर्स लाइसेंस तो तुम 2 बार फेल हुए थे, चलो बड़ी बातें करने. I will keep giving you silver bullets, or as I call them, mental shields. These are ideas that come from my book, Quotes and the Ideas, that will help you shield from what is called as a mind attack. So let's get started with the first one. Stop distrusting yourself. Begin with doubting the self-doubt. You can doubt the doubt. ये हो क्यों रहा है? Question its validity. That's the first step. It is years of social, political, religious and economic conditioning that has created an image within us about ourselves, which is very different from our true nature, from our inner being. And this is a very interesting conversation. The protagonist of the novel is having with his wife, and his wife goes on, he is in a soup of a condition. He's very successful, but he feels that there is a hole in his heart and his soul is searching for something deep. And his wife says to him that, maybe it is because you are denying your true self. Maybe it is because you are trying to mold yourself into what you are not. Nature had intended you a lotus, you are trying to be a rose. तो इतना discredit मत दो यार अपने आप को. You know, pat yourself on the back. अगर आप ही अपने दोस्त नहीं होगे, तो nobody is going to come out and help you. Be a good friend to yourself. Get your own admit card. Semester time. Admit card मिल गया आपको. दोस्तों से आपने पूछा, अरे यार कौन सा एग्जाम पहला है? Somebody tells fluid mechanics. यार अजीब सब्जेक्ट है, नाम ही नहीं सुना. कोई बात नहीं. You get started, senior से टिक विक लगवा लिया, पढ़ लिया. Feel यार ये प्रोफेसर कौन था जो इसका लेक्चर लेता था? Nonetheless अभी टाइम कहाँ है यार? पहले सोचना चाहिए था. क्लास तो अटेंड नहीं की. Start reading. Somehow you feel that over the past night you have created enough of knowledge for yourself to pass the exam, and then you go to the exam hall and the examiner says you are not supposed to write this exam. क्यों? Fluid mechanics तो mechanical वालों का है जो तुम्हारे दोस्त हैं, तुम तो software engineer हो यार. As funny as it may sound, you have not checked the admit card of your own life. What is it that lightens you up? What is it that you like? What is it that you dislike? What works for you, what does not work for you has never been taken in consideration by you. I am not going to blame your parents. I am not going to blame the society. I am not going to blame the media. I am not going to blame the socio-cultural and religious influences, because you are adults. You could have thought better. You could have thought for yourself, but you don't do that. It's time to get your own admit card. अपने आप को तो जानो यार. इतने सारे लोगों को जानने में, 500 और 1000 दोस्त बनाने में बिजी, और तुम अपने को ही नहीं जानते. Give time to yourself. And with this, I would like to share a story from my life, because as soon as you want to know yourself, a lot of panic is going to come, and I'm going to share that. This story comes from my own moment of realization. I was a third-year resident and I was on duty. The year is 2010, and at around 2 a.m. in the night, I get a call that there is a 25-year-old male who has suffered an RTA, that is a road traffic accident, and he has multi-organ injury, and most of the injuries are located to the right side, and probably there is a vascular injury in the leg. That means the blood vessel is injured. I rush to the casualty, and it is confirmed that he has a vascular injury. Within 1 hour, we shift him to the OT. I coordinate with the vascular surgeon that I'm going to fix the bones. You come in and fix the blood vessel. So I'm a junior back then, and the vascular surgeon who is coming in is a senior consultant. So before we go in and fix the bones, all the wounds have to be cleaned. You know, they should be cleaned. There should be no debris, and anything that could be possible locus of infection has to be removed. And as I do that for one particular wound in the thigh, boom, I get a shot in my chest. And it's a huge squirt of blood. Automatically, I move away, and bam, bam, the wall is getting sprayed with blood. And with this kind of volume, and ferocity, it is the femoral, the biggest blood vessel that the lower limb has. And now the clock has started ticking. Under 1 minute, if I don't find the blood vessel, the patient is going to die. The body is going to bleed him out. Panic. All hell breaks loose. I am shouting, lights, lights दो यार, wound में दो, retractors, retractors कहाँ गए? Sitansky इसके लिए बोला था, bulldog किसने दिए? Suction नहीं करोगे तो दिखेगा कहाँ से? And all sorts. But all this is in English because I was in Chennai that time. And as I am creating this ruckus, from the peripheral vision, I am seeing some gentleman is, getting ready, donning the gloves, very calmly, putting on his gown. And if you have seen the English movies, वो एक moment आता है ना, आप बहुत सारा chaos create कर रहे हो, but suddenly, time slows down, everything dilates, and, absolute silence में चले जाते हैं. He is looking into my eyes from across the table, and there is this moment of absolute silence. He tells me, Doctor, 2 things are going to happen in the next 1 minute. Either you are going to find the blood vessel, save the patient, his life and limb, or you are not going to find the patient, or you are not going to find the blood vessel, and the patient is going to bleed to death. If you panic now, he is going to die for sure. It is a moment of enlightenment. That panic is not helping at all. But then again, there is this big squat of blood and I'm like, अरे बाप रे philosophy की बात कर रहा हूँ, इस पागल हो गया हूँ क्या? And then, nothing. He points his hand to his thumb. He points my attention to his thumb. And his thumb is here. And this is a face palm moment for me. God damn it, I am an orthopedic surgeon. I have presented over hundreds of cases over vascular sign of Narat. Even as an intern, I have drawn thousands of samples of blood. All I needed to do was put my hand here. And the blood would stop. And then I can go on to dissect the blood vessel and I'll spare you the technical details. But the panic didn't help. And this was an enlightening moment. That I want to share with you is, your mind is making you panic for almost everything. You are trying to live your life as if it were an exam, as if somebody was bleeding to death. Stop panicking, because panic doesn't help. And as soon as you stop panicking, once you become calm, you are ready to take a decision. The decision is to not panic. Once you have taken this decision, see, as I said in the very beginning, the purpose of this talk is to bring you back face to face with the tiger you are, the power you are. So first we'll start with the little things. Little things as in probably getting up 1 hour early in the morning, reaching office 5 minutes earlier than 3 minutes late, losing 5-10 kgs of weight over 3 or 4 months that has been pending for long, joining the gym, etc., etc. So pick up these small things, take a decision. Once you have taken this decision, you will have to respect the yeses and nos that come with it. Say, for example, you have decided to lose 10 kgs in 4 months. Then it will come with the yeses of getting up early, going to gym, swimming, cycling, jogging, and the nos of not eating fried and fatty foods, binging, etc. You'll have to respect it. And respect it with a continuous discipline. Follow it up with a discipline. Now, once you have done this, you have started getting up 1 hour earlier, you have probably lost 5-10 kgs of weight, or you are reaching office on time, you've got that power back. There is some sense of power. हाँ, मैगी ठीक से नहीं बनती होगी अभी भी, but उठता तो जल्दी हूँ ना, weight तो lose किया. So now you've got this confidence that you've got some handle onto your life. Now I want you to project. Now I want you to scale it. आप लोग बोलते हो ना, हर चीज में scale करना है. चलो अब इसको scale करेंगे. So now you look into a reasonable future, maybe 1 year, 3 years, or 5 years, not more than 5 years. So now you take to something that you feel is that very important, you want to do, but in your current situation, you are thinking you cannot do it. Maybe it could be a degree, a skill set. Maybe it could be a promotion. Maybe it could be something audacious as, मेरे को तो CEO बनना है इस company का, या फलाना organization का vice president बनना है. Take it up. But it should be in foreseeable future. 20 साल में vice president बनना है नहीं. कर सकते हो तो 3 साल में करना है, 5 साल में करना है. Take it to a reasonable, foreseeable future. Reverse engineering. See the end. बन जाओ CEO. बन जाओ vice president. Start कर दो अपना startup दिमाग में. Why am I focusing only? मैंने पहले तो health पे भी focus किया, relationship पे भी focus किया, but now I am focusing only on the career. Why? This is an interesting thing. Finding a satisfying purpose to which one feels deeply connected is the foremost requirement in creation of a fulfilling life. Why? we ignore the fact that our work fills up almost the entire period of our awake and active time. If our work is satisfying, then our life would be too, and vice versa. So there is another interesting quote from the book. So it is with doing what you do. Doing is what creates the possibility of earning in the first place. Yet earning is not the only thing. It is one of the many. It is like saying that the purpose of human life is to fill lungs with air. Of course, breathing makes life possible, but it is neither the goal nor the purpose of life. Earning allows you to sustain and play your part in society, but it is not the ultimate purpose behind all our action. Peep into the future. Whatever you feel is your ideal future, please look into it. But as soon as you do it, your mind will again come up and say कि हो नहीं पाएगा तुमसे. This is another interesting concept. This is also a mental shield that you can use. Instead of operating with a conviction in your limitation, give uncertainty a chance. बहुत सारी गलत चीजों के लिए भी तो बोलते हो ऐसा हो जाएगा वैसा हो जाएगा, होता नहीं है ना. तो why not give uncertainty a chance for good things? You know, at times it is better to not know and move ahead in life with faith or just an idea that it might work out in pursuit of our heart's desire instead of knowing, trying or insisting on knowing and keeping our actions paralyzed. As soon as you design, there will be two forces at work. One will be avoidance. You will say, I don't like my boss here, so I seek a future where the boss is like this. I don't like the work culture of this company, so I seek a future where the work culture is like this. See, this is avoidance. This is caveman. कि अंधेरे में नहीं जाना, saber tooth काटेगा. You know, don't get stuck with the caveman thinking. We have evolved such a huge brain. The neocortex, the frontal cortex, use this. Avoidance may make you feel very powerful. You know, that I don't want this. But then what? Then what? Seeking may make you feel very powerless. That I want to excel in this area. पर यार मेरे को आता कुछ नहीं है. But then if you stick with the seeking, it will tell you that this is the best college for acquiring this best skill set. You have to go there. For that you need this much score in this much exam. For that you need to read this much every day. So in the beginning, what felt like frustration would actually be an empowerment. So create your dream from a sense of seeking, where you know what you want, not what you don't want. Be driven from what you want. So the technique is starting at the end, not from the avoidance, but from the seeking, and staying with the feeling. Once you reach your goal, how do you feel? When you sit in the corner office as the CEO or the vice president, when you become the owner of your startup, or you are driving your dream car or staying in your dream villa, how does it feel? You are doing it for the feeling, mind you. If it felt awful to be the vice president and blissful to be the janitor, most of us would choose to be a janitor. See, understand, behind everything, you are actually chasing a feeling of security, a feeling of joy, a feeling of gratification. Distill that feeling and try to fill your day with more of this feeling. Whether this will work or not, this is another skepticism that your mind will throw up. अरे सोचने से थोड़े होता है यार. All things big and small, big or small, beautiful or ugly, revolutionary or ordinary, have arisen as a thought in the human mind. If it was not so, it would have taken me more than 12 hours of train time instead of flight if Oliver and Wilbur Wright did not believe in the power of their dreams. All these things, including this technology, this auditorium, everything none of it existed. It was a dream, it was an idea, it was an endeavor of a human mind, pursued long enough. So will it work or not? It will be determined by you. Never undermine the power of your thoughts. They have the capacity to either break or make your world. Now finally, I am coming to this. This is the reason actually I have come here, the grand narrative. But I couldn't have started here because the mind would have gone berserk. फिर वही मैगी बनवाता और driving license नहीं मिला ये सब बताता, and you would have. See, what is the grand narrative? Grand narrative is the story of life where what character would you play? How your existence will touch the existence of people around you. How your living would leave an indelible mark in the lives of people you come in touch with. What kind of a son or daughter you would be. What kind of a father or son you would be. What kind of a boss or a subordinate you would be. What strengths and weaknesses you would have. what would be the core principles and driving ideas, with what integrity and values you would operate in life. सुनने में बहुत बड़ा लग रहा है, बहुत ज़्यादा लग रहा है, but just have a look. When you don't have it, what happens? It doesn't stop you from being socially successful. Look at pharma companies. These are the biggest and most powerful companies on the planet. They have been entrusted with our health, but they have been found repeatedly cheating, lying, colluding with doctors and corrupting human health. They have created innumerable catastrophes in human health in the name of intervention. They are still successful and powerful. Look at lawyers and chartered accountants, hugely successful, but they are defending clients whom they know are violators, who they know are actual offenders, just for the sake of money. They lack the grand narrative. Look at the digital companies. They are selling your data, they are reducing you to a commodity, they are offending your privacy, all in the name of social connection. It's a lie. Again, they are hugely successful. But, and finally, the corporates. They are cheating their clients, their employees, and the governments, stashing up all their profit in tax havens. Hugely successful. But they lack the grand narrative, and that is why whenever they interact with their interactions with the other human beings is creating pain, angst, and suffering. So for the grand narrative, become your 80, 90 or 100-year-old self. Sit on the rocking chair. Look at the vistas in front of you. Then look back at your life. What kind of a person would you be? Whenever you are faced with a situation, look at it not from this self, but from your 80, 90-year-old self. How would you have wanted to respond to this situation? Every minute, every day. Write down the story of your life. What powers would you give to yourself? Say, for example, you say that I am going to be a rock, a pillar into the lives of everybody. Everybody can lean on to me. So you would need the power of mental toughness. Write it down. You would say that I would be very open and loving person so that everybody can trust me, confide in me. You would need the emotional superpower of empathy. Write it down. You can say that I want to be a solutions provider, for any problem, personal problem, professional problem, technical problem, I will give solution. You would need the psychological superpower of peace and clarity. Write it down. Once you have written them down, emulate them now. That means when someone spills coffee over your shirt and you have written that you are an empathic person, you don't go, "Abbe, ye kya kar diya?" No. You say, "It's okay." And when that person is saying, "Sorry, sorry, sorry," you say, "It's all right. It's all right. It's just a coffee spill. वैसे भी ये शर्ट पुरानी हो गई यार, मुझे चेंज करनी थी और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या धुल जाएगा दाग. But what was your hurry? तुम क्यों इतने परेशान और घबराए हुए से लग रहे हो? So the character that you want to play, start living it now. And that would lead you to more and more control, more and more power, more and more realization to do, be, and have whatever it is that you want. The true yourself, the true self, that's the same thing. Carry the fragrance of and the essence of the highest potential, your best self, and bring it into the now. Take this decision. Again, the same loop. Take the decision, respect the yeses and nos, and follow it up with the discipline. Technique, meditation is one of the techniques that can help you achieve this final grand narrative. There is this interesting concept that I want to share with you. You are not what you think you are. So let me, it's a complex idea, let me put it like this. I am not what I think I am. I am not what you think I am. I am what I think you think I am. So let me explain. And it is not just for me. This is how the human mind operates in everybody. There is an inner image you carry. Then there is an outer image that you project. Then you also understand how the world works. So there will be a processing and there will be a live feedback from the world. And then the world will give you a perceived world image. Let me explain with an example. Say for example, you believe that you are a below average person. But that is too much. You cannot tell everybody that I am a below average person. So what ego is, it will amp it. It will say that I am a genius. So here you are, you believe that you are a below average person. You are going to project that you are a genius. But then you know how the world works and the world will also give you a live feedback, right? And then you will get an idea that the world perceives that I am an above average person. So these are 4 levels of conflict. 1, your belief that you are below average is just a belief, it is just an idea, it is just a lie. Your projection that you are a genius is just an idea, just a belief, just a lie. Your understanding of how this world works is an absolute nonsense. And the perceived world image. How do you know कि मैं तेरे बारे में क्या सोचता हूँ? That is the absolute lie. But all of these lies will fight for sustaining themselves. And that is the burden. So there are techniques of introspection and looking into these ideas where you can align all these 4. Say for example, I'll give you a quick example. You decide कि नहीं मैं genius ही हूँ यार, मैं हूँ मैं genius. Mind will come and say कि अबे फिर तेरे से तो मैगी नहीं बनती, तू टेस्ट फेल होता है. And then you will see it कि yes, because I believed कि I'm a dumb guy. Look at me, कितना अच्छा रोल प्ले किया यार मैंने, मतलब सही में मैंने मैगी नहीं बनाई, सही में मैं टेस्ट फेल हो गया, ये हुर्रे, I played the dumb guy really good. Now I choose to be a genius. Step 1, inner image, genius. Projected image, I don't need to project anything. मैं genius हूँ तो genius हूँ. World image, I don't need it because it's impossible to understand how this world works. You getting me? Perceived world image. Now some people will come back and say कि नहीं वे तू गधा है. That is their perception of you. It is not a reality. वो भी तो इस 4-tier system पे काम करते हैं ना. So that is their lie. Somebody would come and say कि you are a genius. That lie is concurrent with your idea. मतलब, but it doesn't matter because ताली भी आपकी नहीं है, गाली भी आपकी नहीं है. You are living in the comfort of knowing, believing and living that you are a genius. So a lot of it is there on my website as well as my blog. As well as on my YouTube channel. It's a lengthy thing. I have tried to concise it a bit. I would like to end this with 2 of my favorite quotes from the book, and these are again big mental shields when the mind will attack you. All worthwhile and lasting changes demand persistent effort. And so it is with transformation. Just as the knowledge about bodily fitness doesn't impart physical fitness to anyone. Everybody knows kam khana chahiye, gym jana chahiye and all that. But until unless you do it. Similarly, mere spiritual knowledge without discipline and sustained effort in the direction, transformation would not occur. And this is an interesting quote, one of the quotes that is very close to my heart. The protagonist's mentor, his guru, is having this conversation with him. You are always in divine refuge, my son, but you have the freedom to deny it. And so, it is only for this singular reason that the war will have to be waged. Not to attain anything, but to stop denying everything. Not to attain the divine, but to divest from the delusion of separation. And finally, when the protagonist gets transformed, this is what he says towards the end of the novel. Wake up to your own power. Claim it, it is yours. No one else is ever going to hand it over to you. It is only you who can believe and proclaim your greatness. The stalwarts of history were never conferred with medals or degrees of illustriousness prior to completion of their works. But they pushed on, they pushed through in the darkness of anonymity because they believed in themselves and their great work. Our entire experience, our story of life has played within our head and nowhere else. All of this is happening in your head, mind you. There is no reality outside your head. The outside has been imparted its value from something inside, something much more powerful within us. The entire universe vanishes into an abyss of nothingness for you in deep sleep, only to spring to life once again when you regain bodily consciousness. And yet, somehow you have convinced yourself of your own trivialness, impotence and powerlessness in the dramas of your life. Stop doing that to yourself. Proclaim your power. Be yourself. And yourself is the power to do, be, or have anything that you want to do, be, or have.